Hello, my sweet dear magical friends. And oh my God, does it feel so good to say that? Hello, welcome, willkommen. This is a video about the first week of Pluto in Aquarius. We are live streaming Sunday, February the 4th of 2024. And I'm just making sure that this is live streaming to my YouTube account. Okay, so I know that we're doing this right now on a Sunday that is in football time. However, time is of the essence, and I have to take care of this. Oh, there's people here. Oh my gosh. Hey guys. Oh my gosh. Hey, welcome. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, okay, I didn't expect anyone to be here. I figured everyone was watching football or doing things with family and friends. Okay, well, let me jump right to the point of it. So basically, you guys, so January the 20th, we had Pluto and Samantha. I can't wait to see you soon. We had Pluto ingress into Aquarius. It was a big deal. It's a big deal. It's going to be a big deal for like 20 years. And I just wanted to share my stories and give you guys a well-rounded adjustment of your expectations. So I made this prediction like last March when Pluto dipped into Aquarius for a very short amount of time. It's going to be aliens, AI, and psychics. That's going to be the vibe. So the Apple Vision Pro spatial computing, that's just a gateway. It's every new technology is a gateway to like the next new technology. So the spatial computing is going to be a thing, aliens are going to be a thing, and psychic ability is going to be a thing. And so personally, my first week of Pluto and Aquarius was absolutely groundbreaking. So I have a stellium in Capricorn, my son's part of it. I made it and I lived through Pluto and Capricorn, and my moon and Mercury are in the earlier degrees of Aquarius. And I guess I just signed up for this wild ride. And so once Pluto entered Aquarius, officially in the sign of my moon, that it changed my life. And I'm so sorry that I've been gone for so long. You guys, part of it the last couple of weeks has been this revelation I'm about to share with you. I have a spiritual destiny and there's like no escaping it. But also for my other talking heads on the internet, hello internet, hello YouTube, hello everybody. Like and my consciousness is so in the internet and I just missed it being there. So I feel like if you make videos, like growing up, I would always ask my father for cameras for Christmas, video cameras, photography cameras, still cameras, digital cameras, mini cameras, spy cameras, like just cameras, cameras, cameras. If you make videos, if you take pictures, that is like who you are. It's a part of you. And you have like your own compulsion to do that, or you have your own internal clock that goes off about it. So that's what's happening right now. And it's like time. So but that's just like what you do. You just make videos. That's like what you do. So, here we are, and I'm going to start with the big revelation. There's a funny, weird little story I'm going to share after this, but the big revelation, Pluto and Aquarius. So, as you guys know, telekinesis this past year was actually the big breakthrough Valentine's Day, the day after Valentine's Day of 2023. So, more Aquarius stuff. That was like Saturn Aquarius stuff too. But when Pluto entered Aquarius, like this teacher mentor, the two like big mentors like in my life that have taught me so much like this past year or so has been they're both named Michael. It's kind of funny. So this Michael, I learned something that, okay, so let me start here. So basically when we incarnate, we fuse our consciousness with the electrical system of the body. So you guys at the end of 2023 heard me talk about growing nerve fibers to hold more light and to channel more energy and to move bigger objects with telekinesis. Okay. So we all have fused our consciousness with the nervous system, the electrical system of the circuitry of the body, the human body. Okay. And we lock ourselves into a perception of the five senses, but each sense has like a vibrational range. There's vibrational variance and ranges that are above and below the five physical senses. So when you're taking someone like a psychic or a kinetic, basically what we're doing is we're expanding beyond the range. So everyone has like a range of sight. They can see from this to this. Maybe a psychic medium can see beyond that, and they can see disembodied persons. It feels so derogatory to say ghost. It feels so weird to call someone a ghost or something. It feels like an insult because anyway, so that's like one example. And what I'm learning in my telekinesis is that I just learned some stuff when Pluto entered Aquarius that changed how I saw, it changes my life because of the truths that I'm learning about all this kinetic stuff. For instance, you heard me talk at the end of 2023 about growing my nerve fibers. I don't even have to do that. I'm learning I don't even have to try to do that because of what I'm learning. I'm getting answers to experiences in my life that I could never talk with anyone about or share with anyone. And I couldn't even conceptualize it or even have a vocabulary or a verbiage to talk about it my entire life until now. And that the fact that this is the answer, that this explains so much, it's overwhelming. It doesn't just augment and change my relationship to reality now, like as I move through reality right now and today, but it changes my whole idea of how I thought I've been moving through my life, how I thought I've been moving through the world my entire life. I've always had this ability. I've always tried. Like as a kid, I always tried telekinesis. And I always was like thinking about it. And so it's a past life carryover, but learning that since January the 20th, and that was the weekend that I got that information. I've been processing it. I've just been processing it. And when I say processing it, it means that every spare moment that I haven't been building my marketing agency, which you guys has been a wonderful distraction from all of this. It's been such the agency part of my life, that's like its own like snow globe. Its own, I already broke a story for a pilot for it. It's hilarious. It has its own little colorful cast of characters and its own little plot lines and its own little things happening. Okay. I have a spiritual destiny though, and you cannot escape it if you have a spiritual destiny, just like you cannot escape making videos if like that's what you do. If you, oh, look at you guys, look at my new phone case. Like, is this not like the fucking, oh my God. Okay, so, but like I'm like recording and I'm like making videos, like you just do it, right? So every spare moment that I have not been investing into the agency or channeling for Patreon or serving the needs of my private client practice or sleeping, I've been thinking about that. I've been replaying all the memories in my life up until now. Everything is different. Everything has been different, looks different, feels different with this new perception, with this new information. And it's like, it's done like a mind job on me. And so so processing for me, I've just been thinking about it, replaying memories, seeing these memories differently and feeling feelings about it. It's kind of like when you read a newbie screenwriter script, they're a newbie writer. They think they're going to be like some big hotshot screenwriter, and you read their script and you get to the midpoint and there's something plot twist that changes the whole story from the beginning to the middle, and then it's like different from the middle to the end, and it's like, so it's kind of, I kind of lived that. It's very, very surreal, and I've really just been trying to process it and just thinking about it, really, really thinking about it. And like even looking back at so eventually when I'm done processing all this, we're going to do more demos, telekinesis demos on TikTok. And I'll upload them to YouTube Shorts as well too. But just like looking back at my this past year, my telekinesis videos, looking at it now, I'm like, oh, look at the little baby psychic. Look at her go, you know, it's just, it's really sweet and funny and like fated that it took so long to get to this information from this teacher and like that I've been able to connect with it because it's like getting a piece of myself. And I can go on and so I'm gonna stop, but that's like my biggest Pluto and Aquarius story because I have my moon and Mercury in Aquarius in my 8th house because I'm a Cancer ascendant. And so like my whole chart is kind of like psychic ability. And so this is going to be a thing, a big thing for my next phase of life. Like it just is. So whenever I'm done processing it, thinking and feeling about it, then you guys are going to see more of the results of this revelational knowledge. You're going to see it on its feet. You're going to see it in action. And whenever I'm ready for that is when it'll happen. But right now, just so you guys know, I'm just thinking a lot about it. And I'm just thinking about like my entire life. So that's a thing. Let's move on to the lighthearted Pluto and Aquarius story. So I did the one thing that every American child is taught never to do. I took candy from a stranger and I ate it. And it got me high. It wasn't regular candy. It was drugs. It was drugs, guys. And that was, I wasn't like screenwriter Natalie where I could be like, and just go with it and just have fun. Like I had like my professional hat on. And so I had to make a phone call and I almost video called somebody and I'm like, oh my God, that would have been an absolute, don't do that. I'm so glad some part of me just like pulled that back, but I made this phone call and I had to tell someone like, I eat candy from a stranger and now I'm high. I'm high. I have to go home. You know, I guess that's Pluto and Aquarius story number 2. That's the end of it. It didn't get darker. I just went home. That's all. I just went home, got some rest, and it has a happy ending. It was a safe end, but I'm like, I see candy. I'm like, thank you. You know, I'm just little cookie monster over here. So, that's story number 2. And then lastly, I've been really into my lips, doing my lips, and then I got my hair, got these bangs recently. So, I mean, I guess, I don't know if that's more like Venus in Capricorn though, to be honest. So I don't know. I guess we can throw that in there. So honestly, you guys, yes, I'm absolutely going to be so much better about channeling for you guys and getting your messages and my Patreon family. I love you guys so much. Big round of applause to everyone with me on my Patreon. I love you so freaking much. You guys have been so grounding for me and I love our relationship. I love building community and growing community, keeping community together and changing things to serve the needs of community and team building. And it's so hard in person though, because like you try to do it, I feel like being on the internet is so much easier finding people because for instance, like us here, we are like marginalized, okay? We are very marginalized and the internet has allowed us to like find each other throughout space and time, okay? But like finding people that you really connect with in physical reality, like in physical personhood, I was never good at. It never happened for me. In fact, before like this agency stuff, my Virgo mother, she's like, Natalie, you sitting home alone in your apartment all day, every day, because I work from home. She goes, that's not good for you. You need to get out. You need to see people in person. You need to see people in person and like interact with people like in person. and you need to meet new people and you need to meet people. And so, and now we're doing agency stuff. Now we're doing all this other stuff. So it's all I'm gonna be better at all of it. I'm gonna be better at all of it. One of the worst things for me as a Capricorn is letting people down. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. You know, what I make my commitments to, once you have me committed to you, it takes so much for me to break that commitment. You have to break my heart. You have to break my fucking heart to break that commitment to you. That's the Capricorn Cancer axis. I can have the discipline and keep going and keep showing up and be consistent. But when Capricorn feels like you broke our hearts, we break that discipline. And I'm like Michael Corleone, okay? Man, I used to have great Friday night plans, watching The Godfather and smoking pot in my snacks. But I'm just working so much, so there's no room for that in my life right now. But anyway, it takes a lot. So you guys have my commitment. So when I'm not working at the agency or channeling for Patreon or working on my scripts or sleeping, I'm processing these big Pluto and Aquarius revelations. And then we're going to move forward. But I'm getting better at all of this because these are priorities. You know what I'm saying? So you guys, I just want you guys to know and be remembered that you are a priority. And my spiritual destiny is that you can't escape it, just like you can't escape making videos. If you make videos, like I whip out my camera and I'm recording, I have a lot of footage and coverage and B-roll and all this stuff. I was gonna make this video like a vlog style, edited, polished, pretty video, but time is of the essence. And so we're live streaming, we're having this conversation right here, right now on a Sunday night. So I just wanted to check in with you guys really quick and just say, hey, you know. All right, I love you guys so much. You guys get back to your friends and your family and the football and the games and all the things. Um, aliens, remember aliens, AI, spatial computing, psychic abilities. These are going to be the things that are going to open up really, really big and wide over the next like 20 years. So I love you forever and ever and always. Take very good care. I'm going to figure out how to end this over Zoom. So bear the awkwardness with me. I love you. Take good care. And until next time, my loves.